Hey everyone! So I just finished filming a couple of videos, typing a couple of videos. You can tell I just got home from work, huh? Anyway, during these videos, I forgot to actually look at you guys. So I'm looking at the little screen like I'm doing right now during both videos that I filmed. So sorry about that. I always forget to look at the camera instead of looking at the little screen to see what's going on. But I'll try and remember to look at the bright shiny light from now on when I'm filming for you guys. So anyway, I hope you have a good evening. I hope you enjoy the videos, and thanks for watching. Hi everybody, welcome to Sapphire Makeup. Today we're doing a tutorial on contouring and highlighting. What you're going to need are a couple of brushes. You can do it with one brush. I'm going to use 3 brushes today. You're also going to need a highlighter, a bronzer, or a darker blush, and I'm choosing to use an actual blush as well today, just to, I don't know, give it a little bit of extra color. The products that I'm going to be using today, the blushes and highlighters and everything, are my new MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in by Candlelight. I picked this up the other day at MAC, and I'm dropping things again. I'm going to be using my Lancome Star Bronzer. This was a limited edition from their summer collection a couple of years ago, and I love it. I use it all the time. It's the Bamboo Powder Compact Bronzing Powder and Blush Body and Face Bronzer. Whew. It looks like this. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. I like it a lot better than the other bronzers that I have, or that I have had in the past. I bought both MAC palettes, their face palettes this year, and in comparison, this bronzer is just nicer on my face. I don't know if you can see. This one here is the MAC bronzer, and this one here is the Lancome bronzer. I just like the Lancome better. It's more silky, I find, so I like using it a little bit. The blush that I'm going to be using is from the Hocus Focus Colorful Face Kit from this year. It's just the color that I'm choosing to use today. You can use any blush if you want to use blush, and I'm using this color here, this being the highlighter. This is one of the blushes, and then this is just a nice sheer pink pretty one, but this is the color I'm going to go with today, and I think this is the one, I think this is Peachy Keen. They're not really like, they have the titles, but they're not really labeled. So anyway, that's the colors that I'm using. So let's get started. First things first is I'm going to take just a regular blush brush, except this one's a little bit smaller. This one's by Lancome, and it's a little flatter. I'm going to just shadow underneath the cheekbone a little bit to give it a little bit more definition, and I'm also going to show you how to slim down the face just a little as well. So a little bit more of that on my brush. And you're not putting a whole lot on. Let's face it, girls, it's winter time, and if you're like me and you're pale, putting a whole bunch of bronzer on just makes you look totally fake and stupid. But if we put just a little bit on at a time in the right places, it's going to help us shape our faces so nicely. And I'm also going to put a little bit under the chin. Girls that are a little rounder in the face might like this trick. It just kind of shadows things a little bit down there, and if you've got that, you know, extra flap of skin under there that you don't like, then it'll really help to kind of draw attention away. Now, if you find that you have a bit of a wider nose and you want to slim down your nose, you can also take this on a smaller makeup brush, which I don't have out at the moment, but you can use a smaller makeup brush and just apply it down the edges of your nose, down the bridge, and blend in that way. And it'll really help to slim down your nose and just, again, draw the focus away from. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highlighter, and I'm going to take an angled makeup brush, just like this. Okay, you can also put just a little bit down the center of your nose if you would like to. Again, if you've got a really wide nose, shadowing the sides of your nose and then highlighting the center will really help. Finally, I'm going to take my blush and just tap it on the top here, not doing a whole lot of color. Tap it off to get the excess. And I'm going to use this to kind of help blend out some of that bronzer and to connect the highlighter. You'll notice that the highlighter is kind of spreading around a little bit on my cheek. I want that. That's what I'm going for. This is a really soft, fluffy blush brush. It's from a company called Quo. I have only seen them sold in Canada at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm not sure if you can get them in the States or not, so if you can't, I'm really sorry, but if you can, I would suggest that you try them out. They're really great. Just about all of my brushes are by Quo. I don't own a single MAC brush. The Lancome brushes that I do own were from sets and trial packages and all that sort of stuff, gifts with purchase and everything. So the only brushes that I've actually gone out and spent money on are the Quo brushes. Anyhow, highlighting and contouring. So if you're finding that your blush is still a little streaky, that you're a little streaky still down in the hollows of your cheeks, just take a little bit of a fluffy brush and you can blend it out a little bit more underneath. That'll help draw the color down into that hollow. I don't really like putting color straight into the hollows here. You know, you can see like right down here. I don't like putting color down there. I find that with my face anyway, it really, I don't know, it just looks unnatural. It doesn't look good at all on me, so I don't tend to do that. I have a friend who has absolutely no visible cheekbones whatsoever, so we have done looks with her where I have actually sculpted her some cheekbones using a combination of different bronzers and blushes and highlighters, and it's looked, you know, I mean, it was a going out look for her, so it was a little bit more made up, but it wasn't too fake looking. So you just need to play around, find out what colors you really like, find out what works for you. You don't have to use powders, you can use liquid bronzers, you can use liquid highlighters, liquid blushes or gel blushes, anything like that. I tend to like the powders just because I like the way they apply over top of my foundation and my powder, but really, you know, anything goes. Just play around, get to know your products, get to know what you like. If you don't like something, take it back. Most reputable makeup stores or in department stores makeup counters will accept refunds, or maybe not refunds, but they'll give you an exchange or they'll give you an in-store credit within 30 days of your purchase as long as you have your receipt. So if you're really not loving your products, don't live with them. Take them back, get something that you like, and make it work for you. I hope you've learned something in this video, and if you have any other questions or if you have any requests for a look, then please leave a message or message me at my YouTube account here, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me.